Hello everybody, Death's Advocate here on my usual Sunday broadcast. Today I'm going to be doing some Vanar stuff. I just put out a new thread for it and it should be fun. If you're here for flawless Vanar, sorry I don't have any flawless lists at the moment. At least none that I want to show off. And that's okay, because that deck's been done to death already. Got a few new things to show off today. So I'm going to go ahead and start with Kara here. She got a lot of cool new toys with the expansion, and more so than poor Elena, who got a lot of toys, just none of them are very good, unfortunately. But I'll talk about her a bit more later. Let me go ahead and let the forums know that I'm live here. And then I'll go over this first list here. Oh, somebody's already here. Cool. Good stuff. Thanks for stopping by. Since you appear to be the only one here, feel free to make a request for which deck we do first. Otherwise, I'll go with this one in a few minutes here. Let's see here. Hello, Kitty. Alright, and we're good to go here. So this first list here I've named Heavy Metal, just because that is a fitting name. I mean, look at her armor. Look at that. And then add in the fact that she's putting on even more armor and reinforcing it further as just a fitting name. But so what this deck is it's basically dedicated Vespers. For the most part anyways. Like, we've got our some very old school cards in here, but they've never been bad, just also not seen a whole lot of play for quite a while. Other than Snow Chaser, who comes in and around about. But so Borean Bear is another oldie, but very effective here because not only can we really Vesper spam, but thanks to Wintertide, Borean Bear, and Glacial Elemental, another classic, got a pretty hefty boost there. So, of course, Shimzar Thunder, just because you gotta if you're playing Vanar. Bone Chill Barrier summons Vespers, so that Bone Chill Barrier, Elementals, old school, but it's always done the job. But most importantly, Animus Plate is a huge buff to dedicated Vespers. That thing can do a lot of work. And then, Frostfire, another Vesper buff spell. There's a lot of Vesper support. It's another neat card that this deck is based around a lot as well. Just because it's exponential, so you throw 2 down, or you Frostfire something. Well, what usually happens is I'll equip an Animus Plate, attack, and then the next turn I can Crystalline Enforcement once or twice and just create a monster. Given that's an ideal situation, frequently the card gets replaced, or it's a much smaller buff, but it can definitely do some scary things. In my 5 slot here, I'm running Luminous Charge just because it's so good for Kara. Just the combo with her BBS alone just makes it really good. That's 15 damage, assuming your opponent can't get away from it. I mean, sure, you could run more Control or maybe Ouroboros instead, but I really like Luminous Charge for Kara. So I saved Ouroboros for a different list entirely. It's a fun deck, and it's pretty effective. let's go hop into queue. Let's see how we do. Why can't I find it? Search function not working. Search function not working at all. Not at all. Jeez. Oh, maybe I didn't save. Hold on, I think I know what happened. I think I forgot to name it properly. That's right. It's likely still called. Yeah, there it is. I'll rename it in a bit.
Vanar versus Vitruvian.
New Abyss, or Vitruvian General. I really like him, but I don't know how I feel about him. He's okay. Yeah, I've tanked a bit of rating, testing out my new stuff. That's okay. I'm not worried about it. You know, I'm playing the game more for fun and to create new things than I am trying to stick to the top 10. Can do it, but that's a lot of work. I'd rather enjoy myself. It's too early for Luminous. Perfect opening play. It's also probably a bit early for Animus play. Of course, I don't really want reinforcement alone without any other buffs, so I'm going to say it's too early for... Well, no. Reinforcement plus Bear alone can be quite effective. So I'll do that, see if I can find some more Vespers to make Bear effective. Alright, 2 reinforcement, while it can do silly things, it's a bit early for that. There we go. Now I've got Bear with a followed up. Yeah, this should be good. And Crystalline Reinforcement does indeed buff Cloaker's Infiltrate effect as well. Just a vanilla repulsor there. Interesting. Okay, so Bear up here. Move on up. I could Wintertide, but I'd actually rather sort of keep the Bear defended, so here is the plan. Just make some walls. And then block off my Bear for safety. In the next turn, I can reinforce the Bear, or I can Wintertide. I prefer to save Wintertide for 5 mana, but we'll see. Well, I've got 2 Wintertides, so... He's running away. Fair enough. He doesn't want to get... Ooh, that was not a very good loss. Just killing a bear? He was really afraid of that bear. I mean, fair enough. Hey, Alex. Hey, Diltrick. Thanks for stopping by. Hey, Valhalla. Alright, so I could just play the Wintertide. And call that a turn. It's not a very good turn. It would work. Let me take a look at the list. Alright. I mean, I'd rather play like a Thunderhorn, so let's throw back the reinforcements since I don't have any other buffs in hand. Okay, that works. So play a super defensive elemental. And then I can do a winter card BVS next turn. Instead of gap closing completely, I'm going to move to right here. That way I have 2 walls. No, I just don't want to get hit by Lost in the Desert. Unfortunately, I work on Saturdays, so I can't usually do the tournaments. I come when I can, but they have it right in the middle of my day. I have my 1 tournament ribbon, so I'm happy. Alright, Blood of Air that, but that's fine, that's his entire turn. That really just doesn't accomplish much for him. Oh no, now I can just back-to-back Wintertide BBS and call that good. So, easy turn here. I do want to play around sand, so I'm actually going to move down a bit here and do it here. Now we're all nice and together here. And at this point, I'm going to start getting aggressive. I'm still pretty happy with the rest of this, especially since that crystalline reinforcement can, basically serve as a bad version of my BBS at worst. There's the Thunderhorn. That's what I've been saving the aspect for. Pretty much exclusively for that Thunderhorn. I mean, or maybe an Imara, but I'm more afraid of the Thunderhorn than I am of an Imara with this deck. That can go. Well, be a shame. Shame I don't have 7 mana. That would be pretty cool. But yeah, let's just stick to this. Hooray! All right. Now the ray attack me. Which will spell that one, which is fine. And I'll go ahead and play another defensive elemental here. I want to keep it out of dispel range, but I do want to be playing around Lost in the Desert. I don't want to be able to hit that. Well, then again, if he just Lost in the Desert just Kara and that's his turn, I'm fine with that. I'm gonna save that, though. If his whole turn is clear that and do 6 damage to Kara, that's fine. Ooh! Right. I should have seen that coming. Not that there's really anything I could have done to stop it, and I did a halfway decent job of playing around it. Just simply, there was nowhere. I mean, I guess I could have body blocked up here and played it up there, but should have seen that coming, but I haven't seen the general a whole lot. Alright, well, I mean, that's okay. So, let's just go ahead and load up this field here. 3, 4, 5, probably clear in here and develop. And I can just box him in for the most part. I know he doesn't have any Vespers. Luminous Charge is probably not a good thing to use against this particular general, and I've got a pretty overwhelming field already. All I really want, if I can find an Animus plate, this is secure. I've only seen the one in my opening hand. Yeah, I mean, I may just reinforce. It's not the worst. And I could also Luminous Charge and just box him in, but we'll see what happens here. It's just repulsoring. Alright. Now, I'm going to keep the charge for the moment here. Thorian Bear. So, yeah, I'm going to go with just the box him in plan. Because even if he has another grapnel, he won't be able to really accomplish much with it. Like, he'll steal one wall. Oh, Imara. Okay. I mean, that'll keep him alive for a bit here. And since he killed my Snow Chaser, I lost my card advantage generator. And I can replace that. Just more of them. This is fine, that'll work. Alright, well, let's... Oops, that's not the way I wanted to do that, but it's fine. I'm going to go ahead and move this bear out of grapnel range, though. Yeah, okay. Perfectly fine turn. Because that's 9 damage right there. That was a pretty wasted loss in the desert. I mean, well, that could work. No, yeah, I don't really need anything else in the deck, so I'll just keep that, because that will continue the threats here. I do need a good spot to play it, though. Unfortunately, just a little bit short of lethal here. That's okay. There's a whole lot he can really do. I don't think that second Imara will be saving him. Just the bear alone should be able to finish him off. Alright. Put up. Didn't even need to buff the bear, but I did it anyways. Yeah, that's heavy metal Kara. It does the trick. Just really overwhelming field. It's a lot of fun. Alright. Moving on to the next Kara list here. My Bloodbender Kara. So, I know nobody really wants to see Arcanist Vanar, but this one's a little different. Like, it's not even running that many Arcanists, really. Like, so, so this one is all about really just spamming Kara's Bloodborne spell. We've got Cryptographer, and we've got Bloodbound Mentor, so we can really crazy buff the field with nothing but Kara. And that, and it's an Arcanist deck, so, bloodbending, and it's perfect. Anyways, moving on. So, what would match best with really spamming spells? Naturally, Prismatic Illusionist, Albi's Sage, and Circulus. And we've also got, Manaforge and Alcloon in here, just because they're just very natural picks, and Alcloon can further enable the BBS spam, or my favorite obnoxious trick is Alclooning Shrouds to just go invulnerable and be able to beat aggro matchups. And then, of course, Aurora Boros. That is such a cool card. I've been saving up to get it, finally crafted my 3, and it's a lot of fun. But, so, thanks to Kara's BBS spam, we can really develop some strong fields here of really buffed up minions that are all very resilient to AoE, and then toss an Ouroboros on afterwards, and you can snowball like crazy. So let's just go hop in the game with that and see how it goes. There we are. Long queue times. I mean, I guess it's still week 1, and there's still only like 20 people in S rank, if that. So queue time does have to work a bit to fit me in. Hey, oh, it's Jay. Should be a good match. Let's see, which deck am I playing? Okay, good. This deck does have Concealing Shrouds. Very glad. I've been slipping Concealing Shrouds into a lot of my Vanar decks lately just because I really dislike losing to aggro or spell high, and that can help out. Alright, so let's see. Jay's been playing more like control-ish mid-range Reaper lately, so I'm probably going to want that removal. Don't need Cold and Shinzar, though. Circulus is a solid opening play. I think I'll go for my Minotaur over the Lore Master, since Lore Master is too easy to ping, and I don't need to be trying to do Shroud nonsense this early on. Alright, this is looking good. Replace one of these. Alright, so move on up. Thankfully, the Assbot combo has been nerfed, so now it is much safer to play a minion forward. And ideally, Circulus onto that, well, I mean, we'll see. He's just giving me options. A bit early for that, but most likely it's just going to get pinged off anyways, but we'll see. Alright, what do we got? Merkblood? What? What is he playing? Swarm Reba? What is this? I mean, at least it's neat. Alright, it's a bit early for this. Thunderhorn will definitely be good. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and take care of that now. And I think I'll just back off. I do want to keep my Circulus safe, so... Yep, let's just do that, and we've got a Thunderhorn play set up for next turn. And he very well may just spread out and make the Thunderhorn play impractical, but that's okay. He's not spreading out. He's playing right into it. Alright then. That is gonna mess up his day. Sorry, Jay, but well, I mean, I know that's out. I'll replace this. Move out of the way so that Fizz doesn't attack the wrong target. Battle Pets always attack things that are next to them for diagonals. And then keep the Circulus, continue to keep that safe, and call that good. That's pretty devastating. And we still got a full hand. I feel like I may not end up needing this Shroud package here, but we'll see what happens. I'd like to start doing Bloodbound Mentor shenanigans here. But I may also just Albi Sage this turn to keep the Circulus safe. Clearing Thunderhorn. Replicant. Yeah, he really is just full-on Swarm deck. Weird. Replace the Alcuin and hold on to the Shroud just in case here. Okay. Circulus is down. Trading in. Alright, so I can Bloodbound Mentor, BBS, that is an option. Or I can Albi Sage. Yeah, no, I've still got an Arcanist on the field, so let's go for the Albi Sage play here. Alright, so Beast. Buff up. Gets the Arcanist to where it can survive the turn, and again, I'm in no rush to finish him off, so I'm going to keep focusing on keeping his field clear, limiting his mobility. Got lots of BBS spam ability. Shroud. No surprise there. Clear it up. Yoltis. He was just playing some weird stuff, alright. That's grip. So 3, 4, 5, that works. So I'd also like to clear that, but alright, so plan is, alright, Mentor, clear this once, clear this, don't want to buff a second time. I mean, it's an option, but yeah, I may as well. Just so it can survive a Phoenix Fire in face. If it lives through this turn, then I can do Well, still got options. Alright, Killing Edge, Ephemeral Shroud, alright. Okay, yeah, Killing Edge Tombstone's pretty scary. Yeah, that's gonna hurt. Yeah, I may lose to whatever weird... I mean, I've got my Shroud. I don't have my backup of Kluin now. Alright, well, doesn't look like Aurora Boros is really going to work here. Okay, so... Okay, I know I need a Shroud. That's got to happen. I mean, I may as well attack that, because that's got to happen. Let's see. 3, 4, 5... or 2, 4... Okay, I can just Cryptographer spam. And continue working on clearing here. I do want to... Well, no, we can't. You can't ass thunder me. Where do I want to play the second Cryptographer? It doesn't matter too much. I want to keep my Mentor safe from that, so let's go ahead and come over here, clear that, and then play the second one of these up here. May not have been the best placement, but really need to find a Thunderhorn. And that was actually really poor placement because I needed to be able to clear that tombstone if I needed to. Yeah. I mean, I put it here that way it would live through the turn, which is theoretically a good idea, but I needed to be pushing more damage or clearing the field more than anything. Well, it provokes off me, so that's nice. Okay. What's a gap? Merc blood. I mean, I guess it works. It's just very strange. I really hope I can find myself a Thunderhorn. Otherwise, I could be in a bit of trouble. I mean, that will work, sort of. So I got to clear the ranged. And then I want to get... Okay, so let's I want to protect myself from stuff. Alright, so here is plan. Not the best plan, actually, but ultimately fine. Spelljammer. He is out of hand, so... However, he can easily kill me with those arcane hearts. So I really need to find a Thunderhorn. Of course, he's going to get used to that Spelljammer first, and is likely going to... But we'll see what happens here. At least the Murkblood's gone. That's something. Looks like I have no real choice but to... Shemzar that, which is a real shame. But it needs to happen, unfortunately. I gotta run away. I guess I will Shemzar that for lack of... I mean, I guess I could Shemzar that, which... That's actually probably a better plan, because that I have a better chance of being able to use in a minute. Even though there's no way it can... Oh, okay, hold on. Here's the idea. So this way, there's a chance that that Battle Pet will not die to the Mana Void. Okay, well, it's still going to die. So now I can clear the Spelljammer, get this down, start buffing. Yeah, no, because I really need to get as much buff out as I can. It's a pretty scary field I have. Of course, he has lots of ways to clear it off or kill me this turn. He traded into it. Odd. And oh, oh, that was unexpected. All right then. Wow. That was at least a fun way to lose. Oh, he's not even gonna... I mean, I was legitimately gonna compliment him, but he's not gonna accept the request. I mean, I have his alternate accounts, but I don't have that one. Oh, boy. Alright, well, I mean, the deck did what it did well. I just, lost chip damage. Well, at least that was a fun way to lose. Oh, he did accept it. Well, that was unexpected. GG. Get out of my foot. Well, I may play a second game with that in a bit, but let's move on to something else for now. I'd like to at least get a win with each list here. So let's move on to my primary Vanar deck. of the season. Jay, that was ridiculous. I did not mind losing to that. That was hilarious. I can't believe how well that actually worked. Oh, man. Alright. So, where are we at? Alright, so next list, my go-to Vanar deck of the season, and for some time now, my updated Final Destination list, if I can find it, buried wherever it has decided to hide itself. Why is there no search function on this screen? There we go. It's just dedicated ramp Vanar. Like, we've got Mana Death Grip, Crystal Wisp, and Shivers. This deck has won quite a few tournaments. Unfortunately, not by my hand. I actually loaned it to a buddy of mine, and he went ahead and Jebby. I gave him a few tips on it after each tournament, and he went and won like 4 in a row with its old version. With the expansion, it's only gotten more powerful. It hasn't changed a whole lot, but I've reworked its kit a little bit. This is the only new card in the deck, Capricious Marauder, who really serves the deck well, because it's pretty rare you have more than one minion out in general, unless it's EMP, and Capricious Marauder plus Spirit of the Wild is pretty rude. So we've got our usual control package, Aspect of Shemjar, Thunderhorn, that's a given. I'm only running Chromatic Cold at 2 just because the deck needed some room, and it's just not as good as it used to be. And besides, we've also got EMP, so we're good there. Concealing Shroud, because aggro is the only thing that can really give the deck real issues, so that helps, and it's better than healing. Hearth Sister, because it's given for Fae. So Cryogenesis, it's a great card. It's definitely underplayed. A long time ago when it cost 3 mana, it was an auto-include, and at 4 mana everybody just stopped playing it, even though it's still pretty good. And Shivers is a Vesper. So put those two together and you've got a nice card draw / ramp / control engine wrapped into one. So what you do is you play Shivers on turn 1 or 2 and replace it the rest of the game. That way Cryogenesis can always draw a card for you. So then we get down to the meat of the deck. It's in-game. We've got Seraphim, EMP, Capricious Marauder, Thunderhorn. So Seraphim, Spirit of the Wild, classic combo. Spirit of the Wild's also just really mean with any of our big bodies, and you can even just 9 mana Thunderhorn at the same turn as it. And Seraphim got nerfed, but it doesn't really affect this deck at all. I guess it sort of affects how it works with Frostburn, which is now 6, but for the most part, you can get to 8 mana, no problem. And yeah, either you play Frostburn without Seraphim, because you really need to, or you can wait a turn and it'll be fine. But yeah, Ghost Spirit, not affected at all by the nerf. The deck, this is the deck I was playing to just trash Magmar when it was in its prime, and now that it's been nerfed, it's even easier. It's a good time. It's a lot of fun. It can be surprisingly quick just with its massive bodies. Ramp, I like it. It's just my old school go-to Vanar deck, and it always works. Alright, so let's go hop in a game with it.
Vanar versus Lionar.
Alright. Lionar. That should be a... This should be heavily in my favor, because Lionar very rarely has powerful single target removal, so he's going to have a tough time dealing with just the large bodies I put out. If it was Brome, I'd probably hold on to Frostburn, but Argion's not usually swarmy, so I'll toss that away. I don't like replacing spirits, and there's a good chance he's Titan, so I sort of want to hold on to that, but I do need an opening play. It is a little early for Spirit of the Wild, but I hate replacing it. Even if it's Titan, I can find the EMP later. Let's keep our early game and toss away the late game. Alright, don't need 2 Thunderhorns. Alright. Got a combo. Got an opening play into a turn 2 Thunderhorn. Probably replace one of those. I'll either be playing Thunderhorn this next turn or I'll be double Death Gripping. Maybe single Death Grip. Because I can clear a fist. I can clear both fists with just one of these. And no, I may want to rush the ghost, so yeah, let's go ahead and just double Death Grip and call that good. And that in mind, so I'm going to be going to... I did that backwards. I should have cleared this Primus Fist with this Heart Sister, moved up to control the middle. So I screwed up, but yeah, it's a small screw up that shouldn't matter too much. But there was a better play to be made. I just get distracted when I'm trying to narrate stuff that I'm doing here. Alright, so next turn I will have Seraphim. Well, no, I won't. I would have had Seraphim if I'd put myself where I was supposed to be, with ability to get the globe, but well, I screwed up. That sucks. It's fine. I can just play Vanilla Thunderhorn BBS, and that will work. Probably don't need 2 of those, but we'll see here. Regalia. Looking more and more likely that he is Thunderhorn. Or he might actually just be like tempo / aggro. You really see those more in tempo aggro than anywhere else. So I'm going to toss one of these away. Now here. Alright, I can hold on to that for later. For now, I'm just going to deny him both the globes and start chipping away at that artifact. I don't mind taking a little bit of damage right now, since I can output a lot really quick here. I wish I was doing that this turn. I screwed up pretty bad, but that's fine. I can fall back onto the Shroud if I need to. Okay, definitely don't need the Death Grip at this point. What do we got? We got... Blood Tear. Alright. Oof, yeah, nah. Failing to gain control of the center board there, I may end up losing for doing that. Alright, but I can clear the Blood Tear and do the Spirit combo this turn. And then he probably can't kill me on his turn. Well, that's not true, because the new, that new 4-mana spell does damage the general, I think. I need to look at it. Well, if I lose this game, it will be entirely my fault. I've just learned he's not Titan. Yeah, if he's running Sunstrike, I could be in trouble. But let's take the... I still don't have a safe play. There's nowhere safe I can be anyway, so I may as well. I mean, I could Shroud, but I'm not going to win next turn. No, I'm going to have to play a small gamble to try and recover. No, if I lose this one, entirely my fault. Yeah, if I'd managed to maintain the center of the board like I was supposed to, I'd have been in pretty good shape now. But, that's okay. Can't win them all. I'm notoriously bad at playing on stream. But if I live through this turn, then I can start recovering. Okay, so looks like I will get a chance to recover. So I will go ahead and clear that, replace the shivers, and then probably shroud. Yeah, I need to shroud, so... I could run away, but it won't really help, so I may as well push face. Find another Spirit of the Wild, I may just win, but we'll see what happens here. And if he has another Lightbender, okay, he had another Lightbender, so, I mean, there wasn't much I could do about it. Well, entirely my fault for losing this one. Should have been able to... I think I would have had game now if I'd maintained center, but that's okay. Let me play another game with that one, because that one, that was unfortunate, and no one to blame but myself.
Versus the Truvian.
Previous game against Jay was pretty epic, and that one was just fun. I don't think I made any major mistakes in that one. It just he got what he needed, and it worked out. Alright, so I don't need these this early, although aggro vet is becoming a lot more common. I just don't need them this early. Ooh, almost accidentally ended my turn there. Alright, don't need EMP this early. Okay, well, there we are. Turn to Thunderhorn, or additional ramp. Pretty much guaranteed my turn to Thunderhorn. Let's see what we're up against. Obelisks, alright. I mean, I could dispel it, but unnecessary. So, alright, we'll take the globe, play the Thunderhorn back a little bit here. Well, no, we don't want to be able to Blood of Air the Thunderhorn, so I'm going to deny him this globe, which will give him a chance of a bad spawn with that, and he won't necessarily have access to that. Do I want my Death Grip? Maybe. No, because I can just curve through this. Well, I mean, if he uses the Blood of Air on the Thunderhorn now, that means he doesn't have it for the Marauder that's about to happen. Or, any of the following up stuff here. So perhaps I should have actually kept my ping, because I'm bad at math here, because that would have let me finish that off without wasting that. So I don't need 2 Marauders. Okay, that'll do the trick. I've got him nicely pinned on his side here. Because I do need to kill all this stuff off if I want to play my Marauder. However, he will... I'm in no rush. He'll likely do that for me. Yep, doing that for me, as expected. So now I can go ahead, clear the Spalsius, and pretty happy with the rest of this, although I don't really need the cryo right now. Okay, yeah, that's better. Okay. So if he doesn't manage to kill this Marauder, he loses. He's just dead. Like, he just loses next turn if he can't clear the Marauder. Thanks, cool. It's appreciated. I have gone through and updated, given most of them a little update since the patch, so if you haven't looked at them recently, it's worthwhile taking a gander again. Well, there's his second Blood of Air, which means he almost certainly won't have one for the Ghost Seraphim. The health is getting uncomfortably low here, but that's okay. We might have like a Recombobulus or a Repulsor Beast. Repulsor Beast Sand turn coming up too. So with that in mind, if Recombobulus playing it here means he's going to have... Here he would have had... He could have guaranteed gotten it away from Faye. Playing it there means he only has a 50-50 chance of getting it away. I don't want to go face because if he can Lost in the Desert me, then my health is just too low for comfort. But it is incredibly unlikely he has another Blood of Air, and if he doesn't have a way to answer that Ghost Seraphim, he's pretty much screwed from that second spirit there. I'm betting we've got Recombobulus Sand right now, and that's why he's hesitating, because he really doesn't want to rely on an RNG victory here. But he doesn't have a better option. Oh, it's a Fireblaze and a Trigon. Well, okay, bit unexpected, but that's all right. So let's see here. I can do 8 damage just with the 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, I've got game. Alright, so 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Alright, we're good. So move up once. Clear that just because. Probably have a quest. And then we'll do it again. And GG. Only has so many Blood of Airs, and every turn he spent Blood of Airing, he was stuck in a reactive position while I was able to just keep throwing down threats, and this deck has a lot of them. Alright, so next Fey deck. Well, hold on, we'll go over it again. He disconnected. I'm pretty sure I actually killed him there. But that's alright. Alright. I've renamed it. It's not Blood Snow now. It's what did I call it? I called it something. I called it Blood and Oil. Alright. So it's very, very mid-range Vanar deck. You know, very you tend to beat aggro decks, beat other mid-range decks. What you tend to lose against is, slow late-game decks with a lot of healing. So, Finality Wrath's a little tough on it, as is Healnar, but it's got a pretty great matchup against the rest of it. So, we've got lots of little card advantage generators. We've got the Crypto Bloodbound Red Steel package, which is very nice together, and just, your BBS is your strongest win condition for this deck. We've got Cluin for more BBS, or more Concealing Shroud, or, more Aspect of Shemzar. Speaking of Aspect of Shemzar, of course, we've got Thunderhorn, but we've also got Deceptibot with a copy of Silver in here, so that also works with that combo. Death Grip, just because it's a good card, and, we've got a little bit of a top end here, and it's just a very solid, very aggressive. It's not like face aggro, but it's somewhere between aggro and mid range, and it's very effective. But heavy heal decks can give it some trouble. If your opponent doesn't have a lot of healing, they tend to be in for a really bad time against it. Oh, Leglock. Well, Cass is one of those decks with a lot of healing very often, and he's a great player, so... Alright, I don't need the Shroud this early. And I don't really need Hearth Sister this early. Of course, Hearth Sister plus this stuff is nice. Ooh. I don't need... Alright, there we go. That's the fun. Very much like to find one of my other Blood Surge cards to go along my Cryptographer span here. I think that's all the decks at least once here. I guess technically the Alina deck is still here, but I don't want to play that deck. Alina is just very eh. She works, but not my thing. Not impressed with her or her kit. Alright, so... Shemzar's more important than Cold, and I don't really need both. Alright, I may just Hearth Sister Death Grip. Call that good. Which will have the added bonus of denying that globe. Looks like we're facing an aggro Cass, which means I probably don't want to replace any... Yeah, if she had an infinite range stun, I'd like her. With infinite range stun, like, just all of her stuff would work so much better. Like, all she needs, like, give her infinite range stun, and then make that card that adds a minion to your hand. Give it the same treatment that the Abyssian Sentinel has. Like, have it reduce the cost of a minion you copy. Like, bam. Now she's a pretty solid general. But right now, she's just... she needs something. Ah, perfect. Bloodbound Mentor to go along with our Cryptographer. We can just start outputting the damages. Alright, looking very aggro. So 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, perfect. I wonder if that's a Spell Sentinel, though. You see the Minion Sentinel more often. So... I'd rather him have a Cryptographer than a Bloodbound Mentor. Oh, it is the Spell Sentinel. Alright. Well, you may have a Warbird. And we'll replace the backup forward. Because it's not an actual BBS, it doesn't work with that, and I really need to find some card advantage. We need to find something. Perfect. Also perfect. Of course, I don't want to pump him full of fiends either. But we'll see what happens here. Did I say I'd give him spells? I meant I didn't want to give him fiends. But yes, only PTSD is real. Ugh. Alright, we're gonna get a punish here. Yeah, there it is. Interesting. Okay, I guess he can just block that off, so that's ultimately fine. I didn't want to keep feeding him fiends. Circulus is just not great versus cast, though. Like, it gonna die. That is not good to be in hand at all. Sorry, I don't have any published Infest decks yet, but it is a really cool card. It'd be nice to make it work. It's on my list. I don't think I own a full playset yet, but I can go take another look at it after this game, since that's the full showcase. So I can... Alright, I think I'm going to aspect this now and just sort of run away from it, which will set me up for a Thunderhorn play later. And that can clean up any excess fiends as well. And putting this here will encourage him to come closer. I probably didn't need to spend my BBS there. No, I'm gonna take the aggressor. Oh, I even have a backup aspect. Oops, well, made a mistake there, but that's fine. I have my backup aspect. Whew, well, that was really bad on my part. I got tunnel vision on the fiend, and this is fine. Never punished. Easy replace the silver, and then I've got a nice Thunderhorn play. Of course, ideally I'd like to aspect that. Huh. Getting rid of... Do I want to get rid of the Thunderhorn? Or do I want to get rid of the Desolator more than I want to clear his whole field? Sucks. Well, then again, I can just play the ranged game if I get rid of Desolator. Let's do that. Now, I really screwed up wasting that first aspect. But no, I don't want him to have a Desolator. Can't run away too far, because I can't let that bird move. Well, okay, no, here, I'll just put the Thunderhorn right in his face, and then I'll back off. definitely paying for my mistake. Alright, punish. Easy trade there. Unfortunately, Cass has a lot of healing. If she can find another Desolator, just trying to Warbird to victory is not very practical. Still could be. I've been seeing a trend in them just running both of the Sentinels. Just, you know, that's there. Alright, well, let's go ahead and Corona this Fiend. Okay, it's another Spell Sentinel. Well, Spell Sentinels are really, really tough on this deck. But I gotta do what I gotta do here. Yeah, I'm going to just get overwhelmed by fiends since I lost my other field wipe. That's alright though. This is all about practice and learning. That's what this is all about. I'm still learning to try and be a good player and stream at the same time. I don't have very good focus. Yeah. Yeah, Sentinels are just tough on me. Alright, I guess goodbye, Illusionist. Minnows, you aren't going to help me, unfortunately. Let's see, 4, 8, 12, 16. Well, yep, he's got game. I mean, I guess I can stall a tiny bit. Hopelessly stall. Because I could draw into my third aspect in Thunderhorn and clean this up, but meanwhile I'm going to feed him even more in the meantime. Oops. Oh well. Well, if anybody would like to see a second round of any of these decks, especially the ones that I horribly screwed up on, I'm happy to do so. Otherwise, I guess I'll go take another look at seeing if Infest will work. Ooh, an Obliterate finish. Very nice. Classy. And Spell Sentinels got wrecked. Between the Spell Sentinels and my horrible mistake, got wrecked. Alright, so, okay, I've got it in here somewhere, just a really weird rough draft. If it's still here. I may have even deleted it. It was so meh. Oh no, here it is. So naturally, to go Infest, the first thoughts are Komodo Hunter, Spriggan. I should probably toss Thunderhorn in here, because he also goes well against those. Betrayal, also another natural choice to go along Spriggan and Komodo Hunter. Whip and Repulsor Beast to match with Thunderhorn and Betray and Infest. I only have the one copy of Infest, so I can't really. And it's very cool, but unfortunately, I'm not going to spin Spirit on it. just because I don't know if it's really viable. So, you know, I won't disenchant it, but I'm gonna wait till I just sort of pull them naturally. But you know, that's the basis for the deck. Just heavy position manipulation, spawn enemies for your opponent. Primus Shieldmaster's in here for now. Just the the thought being lock your opponent. Just lock your. It's probably not good. No, it was just something I threw together in a few seconds. And that's the basis of the idea. Well, okay, so I'd have to cut the Primus just to make room to get the Infests and Betrayal in there. You know, that would be a full deck with just adding 2 more Infests and the 3rd Betrayal. However, currently the deck has no 2-drops, so I guess we can take a page out of the my Lost in the Sand vet decks, which have gotten a lot of use out of Recobobulus, and similar principle here. Okay. I have Darkfire in here and the theory of the accelerated Spriggans, but I don't know how viable the Spriggan plan is in general. But so I mean, sorry, little kitty. Infest, like, if Swarm decks become really popular, it's not a bad 1 or 2 of. Similar to Betrayal, which is great, against Titan lists and that kind of stuff. But so it's not bad tech. It's really unreliable though. Like I'd much sooner run Grasp of Agony, Thunderhorn, or my favorite, well, not necessarily favorite, but very, very powerful new AoE card for Lilith, in particular, Chakram. So there's just a lot of things I would choose before Infest if I needed Swarm tech. So, which brings us back to, well, I guess the best thing we can do with it is try to combine it with Komodo Hunter, Spriggan, and some cycles to make this consistent. So we've got lots of reposition power. We do need to trim this down. All right, let's just have the one school. All right, let's get the. No, it needs that if that's going to be at all practical. Alternatively, I could stop trying to make it just like really dedicated Infest and just make it more of a burn deck with Infest as just another burn option. So that's another place Infest could fit. Okay, so how does it work exactly again? So, alright, kill something, the enemies get all nearby enemies and deal 2 damage to the enemy general. Okay, well let's get rid of this Spriggan engine and let's go for Cassava, since Cass has Nether Meld and that kind of stuff. Alright, so let's rework this. I think maybe a burn Cassava deck could work really well here. Well, no, Betrayal's actually good for what we're doing here. But what's bad? Okay, we're not going to need the Repulsor, really. Oh, okay, an Inkling no longer fits. So, Nether... Okay, so I really like the Nethermeld Thunderhorn Decibot package for Cass already. And that's another natural complement with Betrayal and Infest. Let's see here. Oh, right, ritual banishing needs to be replaced with punish. Okay, so sort of a new take on burn cast. Instead of going like the Dark Seed package, we're going the anti-minion package here, which certainly does the trick. Currently don't have the full package in here at this point. I don't know if trying to make it work with Komodo Hunter is even worth it. I mean, basically, for the most part, you're probably going to be using Infest as either an auto win versus a Swarmy deck, or like a a 3 mana 4 damage spell, like, because 2 minions is pretty likely. So maybe just cut the Komodo Hunter. Like, it's a neat thought, but I don't know how practical it is. Because you can always just replace the Infest if you're not the Infest and Betrayal. No, the deck really hinges on your opponent playing a lot of minions. Let's see. Alright, so we've got Operant, we've got Recombobulus, and we've got Sphere, so we could definitely do with another opening play. But our card advantage is a little low, and we can't run Replicant alongside Deceptibot and Operant. So, nicely done, Bleach. We'd like another 2-drop here. I mean, we can get away with just... okay, we don't really need the Repulsor Beast. We have Nethermeld and Whip. So, let's find ourselves a good 2-drop. Okay, Komodo may still fit here. Because Komodo's not a bad card by any means. Shroud could work. Okay, but we still need to leave 3 cards empty for... Oh, do I even have a 3rd Betrayal? Or we could just do a 2/2/2 there. Still means I need to... cut at least 1 card somewhere. Okay. 2 Grasp, 2 Infest, 2 Betrayal. That could work. So, you've got lots of position manipulation, lots of ways to... Komodo Hunter. Why would I cut the Deceptibot? Like, he fits... This is one of the few spots he really fits well. Deceptibot, Nightmare Operant, plus position manipulation. It's the perfect spot for him. No, okay. I mean, that's a deck. Like, you've got several routes to victory. You're not completely reliant on just trying to burn your opponent down. You've got enough of a curve, plus card advantage from Desolator and Sphere. You've got ways to really punish your opponent for playing minions, and if they don't, you can force them to play a couple and put out some tough bodies as well. Grasp of Agony may actually be the weak point here, because we actually want our opponent to be having minions. We've already got Thunderhorn, so Grasp of Agony may, and it's also keeping our curve a bit low here, so we may be able to cut Grasp for something else. Ooze isn't terrible, but I'm not going to. Yeah, but Shroud is also there to sort of be a bad turn 1 play to be able to contest a Globe for a turn 2 Thunderhorn. Not ideal, but we want six good opening plays and then a couple more that are less good. Shroud at 2 is certainly a possibility, but I'm also just thinking I don't maybe even want Grasp of Agony in here at all. Of course, it is supposed to be a burn deck, so Grasp is a good burn spell. No, I mean, that may be solid here. I mean, I guess Flame Bloods, but no, this deck doesn't really have a lot of... Oh, derp. Yeah, I'd rather run Void Pulse than Grasp. Okay, so that's something. For sure. Sphere's a solid turn 1 play. Like, I'd play Sphere before Shroud. Unless I had a Thunderhorn in hand and just, on player 1, turn 1, and just want to do a turn 2 Thunderhorn. But, yeah. Alright, so I definitely want Void Pulse in here. And then it's a question of, do I want 3 Void Pulse? Or do I want to cut something else? Alright, so let's come together. Solid deck. Betrayal is a little slow for what's looking like an aggro-y-ish deck, so I think let's go to 3 Pulse, 1 Betrayal, 2 Infest? What's my other 2 of? Oh, right, 2 Infest, 1 Betrayal. But at that point, we're starting to really question Komodo Hunter. If we're not committing to the Infest Betrayal package, then Komodo Hunter's really probably not going to do much. So, I mean, it's not bad, but again, another source of draw power, since it's a little low, would be nice. Spectral Blade's never bad, too. It helps with the aggressive tactic. Oh, Void Talon. Okay. Hard to go wrong with Void Talon. Okay, yeah, right. So just like my my other cast deck, we can put the basis of the death package in. Okay. Alright, yep. Ideas are coming to me now. Alright. In fact, I'll just... Who needs to spell, and we can just move things around. Because I really like the Blood Siren, Void Talon, Blade package. That one's a lot of fun. Okay, what's in here that needs to not be in here? Okay, could do with just the 2 Deceptibots. Of course, we still need to make room for... Because now we definitely have our... okay, I could actually get rid of Recombobulus at this point. Like, we have Nethermeld and Whip. That's enough. Alright, so we have our 3 opening plays. Blood Siren, Nightmare Opponent, Spectral Blade. Now there's room for a 3rd Void Pulse. Okay, so, and then... We can go back to the 2 Infest, 2 Bot, 2 Betrayal, or we can, run 2 Infest and a 3rd Bot. Okay, well, alright, there we go. That came together nice. So instead of opting for the the Dark Seed package, instead we're going for a little bit more mid-rangey and with some fancy finishers. Of course, card advantage is still a concern. So with card advantage being a concern, I think we'd go just up the curve a bit, add the 3rd Deceptibot. Very aggressive deck, so it doesn't need too much, but it does have Desolator and it does have Sphere, plus it's got a little bit of a medium curve here. Okay, so I think that's a fairly effective mid-rangey aggro deck. Alternatively, we could really add in some more card. There's multiple ways to build it, but I only have the 1 Infest right now, so I'm going to call that enough work on it for now. So at least that'll give you some inspiration to work with, Cool Mill, if you really wanted to make it work. So that's something. All right, well let's go get another Vanar game. All right, so we won with the Final Destination deck, and we won with the Vesper deck, but we did not. Didn't fare so well with my Bloodbender or Bloodsnow deck, mostly because I screwed them up really bad. So let's go give them a second run through, see if we can do a little better there. Alright, we'll start with the Fey version. Didn't win with Artifact Bath? I haven't played an Artifact Bath today, but you've got a Kappa symbol there. Oh, your comment has just thoroughly confused me, King. But thanks for stopping by, King Coco. Glad you're here. Confusing me. Well, I hope Cool Mill's still here, because he's the one who wanted me to play with the Infest deck. Yeah, still these really long queue times. Sure, I'll PM it to you after this match on Twitch, or if you have Discord.
versus Magmar.
Okay, so this is the Blood and Oil Vanar deck. We're up against Ragnarok. Should be evenly matched up. Alright. Death Grips are good versus Eggs. We're at Thunderhorn. Alright, it's too early for the Deceptibot, and we do need an opening play. So I guess we'll toss back one of these. Okay. Not the best opening play, but certainly not the worst. Cold's not as important for this matchup. It's much more so for the Vath one. So alright, we will just lock him down and see where it goes from there. Oh, interesting. He's also playing Bloodbound Mentor. Neat! Alright, I don't need this Lore Master. Jesus! Okay. Guess I'll just play my Lore Master just so I don't end up burning a card here. Suppose I could have played around that. I'm definitely not playing my best tonight. Alright, well, I can clear this off with double Death Grip. 3... 3, 4, 5... Okay, here's what I'll do. I will stun this, just make it stop doing stuff. Jesus, these Coronas! Alright. And then I will move here so he can't access this globe at all. And I'll get rid of this with these, and I have a Romantic Cold or a Thunderhorn. I really want to clear that egg. And a boatload of mana now. Don't need this Corona. Got ways to generate some card advantage. Let's see. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is an option. And if I'm just back here, then that egg's not the biggest threat. Okay, so I think that's what I'll do. Well, okay, I don't need this Corona still. Ah, well, that's even better. Let's see, what's the best way? Best way may be just to wait, actually. Because I can play these now, which will force him to really want to try and remove them and clump up into a Thunderhorn play. Alright, so just body block my mentors. I'm gonna take some hurt this turn, but that's okay. And I'll just clear out my hand a bit there, because he doesn't manage to clear those. Gonna hurt. And hopefully he'll clump up nicely to try and deal with what I've got going on here. Of course, he may just Mecanter and completely blow me out. But I'm hoping I'll get, he'll really clump up on me to try and ruin my day. Which may work. May ruin my day. Okay, I've got a shroud, so that's good. I'm probably gonna need it. Yeah, there's that Mecanter. Ouch! There's the clump up, so that's something at least. Ah, no, he's playing around it. Smart, smart. Nah, he's doing a very good job. Good on him. Okay. His well done job may not end up mattering. It'd be nice if I could chain it all together, but it doesn't look like it. Best bet seems to be Hearth Sister. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, I think that's my play here. My health is dangerously low. So first things first, let's make sure we don't get a bad pet. Okay, no bad pet. And I do need to run away because I am in... Because Ragnar is notorious for doing 10 out of hand damage. So this will clean this up nicely. And then I should be safe from a Ragnarok. Of course, at 7 mana, he could do 14, but 10's much more likely. So I just have to hold out for now. It's definitely a fun deck, but I definitely don't qualify it as an S-rank deck. Like it works, but just doesn't have that same killing power as a lot of the more powerful decks right now. But that's okay. Not everything can be topped here. There's those Bloodbound Mentor. It's pretty neat. Pretty neat in Ragnarok. Well, I know this is happening. And I think this BBS is not up next turn. No, okay. So this is okay to leave alone for the moment. I'll play this one. Oh, well, hold on now. This one can reach me. I don't want him to get a free trade there. Well, okay. Reaching me with that's not the end of the world. Let's just work on pushing the damage on him. And, you know, if I'm lucky, I can just chip him down with BBS spam and resort to shrouding once he gap closes successfully. Alright, he's moving on in for the kill here. And I am now officially in common Ragnar lethal range if he also gap closes there. Yeah, alright, so looks like I'm going to have to shroud. Oh man, he's just egg spamming like mad. This is pretty cool. That is something I haven't tried in Ragnarok, is the blood package. uh, well, I guess I can just try to shroud to victory here. Do I have any AoE in this deck? I mean, I've got Thunderhorn, but that's about it. Okay, well, now I'm breaking this egg and shrouding. I think I just have to sort of hang out for the rest of it. Now, he did really well playing around that Thunderhorn early on. To be expected of him. He's a great player. Maybe risk not shrouding this turn. Yeah, I mean, you're right. Maybe, but too late now. I'm trying to buy myself time to, well. No, you're right. That was my last potentially safe shroud turn, so I should have taken the risk. Since I'm about to run out of those. At this point, I'm just hoping for Aspect Thunder to recover. But it doesn't look like it's going to happen. Oh, he's got Mandrakes too. Huh. Weird deck. I mean, it's certainly working, but definitely weird. Well, I mean, that's not a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That is no... No Thunderhorn, but... Alright, forget... I'll save the aspect for a Thunderhorn, and I'll just try it this way here. Okay, so Shroud, keep pushing damage on him, trade here, play the Deceptibot, and now even if he kills it off with Mandrake, since I only have the 1 silver anyways, I don't terribly mind it dying. I don't think I'm winning this game. Yeah. Coco was absolutely right. I should have risked not shrouding that turn, and that might have been able to buy me enough time, but this has been a downhill battle for a while now. I think I'm going to stop playing this deck in S rank. I don't see a way to really improve it. I could just retool it to be just an actual mid-range deck instead of BBS spam, since it doesn't seem to be working out. I'll pretty much retire it for the moment. Like, it works. It's... Yeah, 1 more turn probably wouldn't have been enough either way, but it would have probably been the better play. The deck just doesn't have enough killing power. Like, the Thunderhorn Deceptibot, adds a lot, as does Red Steel Minos, but just not quite enough. Well, Alcluin, you are too late. I think the moment I lost this game was turn 2. Turn 2, when I let him kill my mentor with Lava Lasher. That's when I lost this game. Really early on, I made a huge mistake and got punished bad. But, yeah, hey, that's alright. So, I mean, maybe it's just a string of bad luck. I've only played maybe 10 games with the deck total, but it's been it's 40% win rate, which is not great, but some of it's due to horrendous misplays on my part, and some of it's due to just not feeling great. But it's a fun deck, and it certainly works. But, you know, probably better for Diamond than it would be. Well, no, just especially, I just don't think it's good this meta in general. There's a lot of healing and a lot of aggro, so it just can't quite do it. Let me take a look at it. So, all right, so I could nix the BBS spam package in favor of Spell Sentinel. It's really lacking a clear win condition. I mean, the general idea was, you know, just chip damage and strong mid-range minions, which certainly works. But it hasn't been performing as well as I would like it to. And I usually get a pretty good feel for a deck pretty quick, because like I can pretty good with the statistics, so I can see if a deck was a piloting error on my part or if it was incredibly bad luck. But you know, well, there was certainly a piloting error that game. Yeah, and right, that's where I lost. Like, I let him kill my Mentor turn 2 with the Lava Lasher when I didn't have to, and Mentor is a really big deal for the deck. So, yeah, I think I'd have to either retool it a bit to be more aggro or more mid-range. I may just have to be completely reworked. You know, it's a fine deck as it is, and it can certainly work, but it's not S tier for sure. Alright, well, now that we've done that, let's go give the other blood kit a whirl here. I think Kara's blood kit has a bit more potential. Kara's blood kit's pretty cool. Yeah, Kara's blood kit's got some real killing power. Whereas the other one just sort of folds to healing or misplace. Of course, anything can fold to misplace. Alright, Circulus is not good versus Cass. Alright, there we go. So I could do a turn 2 Thunderhorn Aspect if the opportunity presents itself, but I probably won't because it's likely a waste. Oh, well, I guess I will be doing a turn 2 Thunderhorn. Oh, never mind, he stole my cloak. Well, I mean, it stole. Denied my cloak. Let's see here. Well, maybe he'll let me play into a Ooze Thunderhorn anyways, so let's just back off, see what happens here. He probably won't. Big Luck's a good player. He's not going to fall in that crap. Alright, that's still bad. Alright, so as we learned previously, this is Spell Sentinels. Like, I think this was our last... No, this is the deck that beat the Blood Fae deck, because she just folded miserably to healing and Spell Sentinels. Alright, but this one... Well, we can just do that. I mean, that works. It's not fancy, but it certainly works. And Lore Master is a good thing to die to ooze, so... has there been any spells? There's been a lure. Something. I don't want to feed him too many fiends. Of course, I can clean up the fiends pretty well. All right, well, let's just go for that. Yep, there's Zareth, as expected. And that can clean up there. This can advance. Now, I suppose I could have moved the illusionist closer to see if I could get the illusion to kill the ooze, but not a huge difference. Now, I am another blood deck, so the spell sentinels are going to be really rough on it, but... Another ooze. Of course, yeah, no, he's just playing ooze and making sure not to play into the front one, which works. Alright, so let's see here. 2 aspects. Actually, I really don't need this kinetic surge. Maybe I did want that, but alright, well let's get rid of this before it keeps causing a problem. And we can set up for a very, very long-term Thunderhorn play here. Probably should have relocated that a bit, but it's fine. I want the ooze to come to me. Last I recall, it wasn't really an aggro deck, but yeah, no, I'll let the ooze come to me. And next turn I've got a good Aurora Boros Kinetic Surge turn. Well, unless he kills the Prismatic this turn. In that case... Oh, Klaxion! Okay, well, then again, I've got a perfect Thunderhorn turn as well. Of course, I know for a fact he's running Obliterate, so I may really want to deal with that Klax, too. Alright, I think I will Aspect, Mentor, BBS, call that good. Alright, first things first, move the Illusionist up. Let's see what pet we get. And now we can advance a bit more. I could play the Thunderhorn to clear both of those, but I think I'm going to go for this plan. Alright, where's a safe area? I don't want to play into a Grasp of Agony, so let's just go... Well, no, this is fine. If he has to go trade face into it, that works for me. Of course, I'm going to be playing into a Grasp either way with how that works, so... Eh. not a good spawn, but this is fine. I actually want both of these to come onto Kara so that I can get a good Ouroboros turn. So with that in mind, I guess I should have just moved Kara to there, but yeah, it's fine. Ouroboros on either of these is still very good. But this may be my Thunderhorn turn as well. And the clacks. Yeah, that obliterate's coming. Yeah, it's gonna hurt. That obliterate's gonna mess me up bad. Especially if it's next turn here. Ah, man, he's really playing around that Thunderhorn. He just killed off that own battle pet. That was cool. Alright. I don't actually have a good way to deal with that now. So I guess I'll just move up and do the Ouroboros turn. I don't need both of them. Let's see, 5. Okay, no, yeah, all I can really do is play the Kinetic Surge. Oh, I can play 2 Kinetic Surges. Oh, no, that wasn't a BBS. Alright, so that's fine. Okay, so now I can Ouroboros. Clear here, which will bring it back to life. With buff. Everything comes back to life. Of course, that obliterate's still gonna hurt if that Klax pops, which is very, very likely. Because I've used 1 aspect and 1 chromatic cold, so finding another could be tough. Of course, I do have 4 more of them, so I've still got a pretty good chance of pulling one. I mean, that's like a 1 in 7 chance. Well, less than that since I've got replaces still. Alright, so yeah, now I'm going to die to the obliterate if the Klax pops. That's a concern. So I need either... Okay, I need... Or I need my shrouds, so... I really need an aspect. Getting an aspect would win me the game right now. Let's see, because he's got 3... This spawns 6... I mean, I guess I don't die to it, but... Okay, now I do. Now I die to obliterate. Which... He only has 1 card in hand, but that's probably what it is. Yeah, so if I can't find that... Yeah, it looks like I'm in trouble. That's obliterate. I'm pretty much screwed. Alright, so I can... No. Mistakes are already being made. Yeah, that was bad. I need to be able to clear that. Oh, yeah, no, I'm just... all kinds of mistakes. Ah, crap, and I failed to... oh, this is not going well. Well, I'm pretty much dead to... obliterate regardless, so... oh. Oops. Oh well, alright. I really hope he has the obliterate in hand. Come on. Oh well, maybe he didn't. Either way, I timed out and just couldn't micromanage my swarm quick enough. Man, I am not doing so hot tonight. Right, well, let's get another game in there. I'm getting more practice with the deck, which, again, it's only had maybe 10 games. I just couldn't find another aspect or dispel. That's alright. More long queue times. This may be my last game, so hopefully it's a good one. Well, shoot. Yeah, it's okay.
Magmar versus Vanar.
Alright. Another shot at Ragnarok here. Okay, so Circulus solid opening play. Got I like all of this. This is all good. Circulus turn 1. Albeast or Thunderhorn turn 2. Alright, just play a super defensive Circulus. Don't accidentally screw up versus Lava Lasher again. And still pretty happy with the rest of that. Probably don't need the clue in this early. For sure. They are really hard on blood packages. Oh geez, I looked away for a second. What happened? Okay, so he took the globe, BBS'd, took the globe. Quite the turn for him. Alright. Alright, so probably hitting that with Death Grip. I don't need the clue in. Alright, so let's see. Let's try to set ourselves up for a Thunderhorn. Alright, so let's just boot that. Alright, and clear that. And then just run away. No. Yeah, we'll go to here. Okay, did lots of trading in. Yes, group up into the Thunderhorn. Nah, he's not gonna fall for it. Alright, let's see. Oh, he's playing into the Thunderhorn really hard. Oh, poor guy. That was sad. Like most of the. Do I want the? I don't really need the Aurora Boreal. Well, maybe I do. I'll replace this guy for now. Thunderhorn. Guess I'll buff it up. Well, no, I'd rather save that for Owl Beast. But that does put more damage out this turn, so. Yeah, no, let's just go ahead and do this. We've got plenty of other spells to play with Owl Beast. I think, no, I don't want to go face versus Ragnarok. Ragnarok can really burst you down hard, and I don't have a Shroud in hand. Done. All good nerfs, just too many of them. Alright. Kitty, stop touching the touchpad. Nah, yeah, buffing that means he can't just trade with his general now. here you may want to know about that. Let's see here. Nah, I really gotta get a field developed for that to be really good here. Alright, so Ripper, Ragebinder. No, like, well, that's not. I mean, all three were overpowered, but every faction has overpowered cards, and most of them need them. But no, I agree. All three were good nerfs. There was just a few too many of them. Especially three at one time is a little bit too much. Like, I didn't have any issue with Magmar. Anyways, let's not tangent off on that. I don't want to waste my turn here. Alright, so I need to kill that. And I need to play an Owl Beast. And I need it to not die, so let's, I guess, feels wasteful, but I guess we'll just... Alright, that works. Not ideal. But that gives my Owl Beast a chance to live through the turn. And if he does live through the turn, then I also don't want to get Ripper comboed to death, so... I thought the Ouroboros version would be really performing well, but I mean, for the heavy metal Kara ones turned out to be really competitive. Like, the heavy metal one might be S rank, but my second list of Kara and Faye have been eh. And they're solid, they're well crafted, but unfortunately they just don't quite seem to do the trick. I mean, again, it still could be bad luck. We're still working with a small sample size, and I'm notoriously bad when I'm playing on stream. That's alright. Let's see here. Alright, so... Okay, Circulus isn't going to do much at this point, although the card advantage would be nice. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I mean, that's solid. Just Owl Beast, Prismatic, BBS, so that's something. Ideally, we'd find another Thunderhorn, but no such luck. Alright, so let's get the Prismatic safely tucked away. Owl Beast on the forefront. Of course, I'm probably about to die to Ragnarok combos here. If I don't die... Alright, so assume 10 damage from the Ripper, 10, 12, 13. Alright, well, I better body block with my Owl. It's a shame to have to do, but it gives one of my best chance of living through the turn here. But yeah, Ragnarok's pretty crazy. 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6. Okay, it doesn't really matter. Alright, so am I going to get Ragnarok comboed? Very likely. But we'll see. I guess, well, I'm definitely not ready to bump heavy metal up to an S rank rating. It hasn't gotten nearly enough playtesting yet, but it's performed very well. But unfortunately, both of the blood packages have been just okay. Ooh, that hurts. And there wasn't anything I could do about that. But it's a good thing I blocked with my Albeast. Or... yeah, I'm dangerously low here. Alright, that's back up next turn. Let's see here. I mean, and the heavy metal version's performing well against, Magmar specifically, whereas this one specifically struggles versus Magmar because it hates AoE even with Ouroboros. Okay, so Crypto doesn't really do anything on its own. Unfortunately, there's no more battle pets left. There's no way for me to avoid Encanter. Not a good spot. I need to trade into that egg. And if I put the Thunderhorn over here... No, oh well. Can't win them all. Another not great day on stream, but it was mostly confirming what I expected. Final Destination, S rank for sure. Heavy Metal Kara, very possible. And then the blood packages are just decent, but they just, they're tier 2 or 3. They can't competitive, solid decks, but they just can't compete with the other top-notch S-rank decks, unfortunately. But hey, that's what this is all about. It's about learning, about having fun, and I had fun. Okay, so it's good night. Let me make a phone call, and I'll see if I have time for another one. And if I do have time for another one, feel free to put in a request for one of the 4 deck lists, preferably one of the ones that has been performing a little bit better. Or if you guys would like to just see something else entirely, I can certainly oblige that. But I'll be right back. Get in any requests if you have them, and I'll see if I have time for another. Alright, well that looks like all the time I have for the evening. Thanks for stopping by, everyone. I know it wasn't my best performance, but it was a good time, and I hope everybody learned something. I certainly learned a little bit about it. But I'll talk to you guys later. It's Death Advocate signing out.